What up, everybody? It's your boy Skitty Penis here. You already know who it is. Today we're kind of doing a little different kind of video. Normally, it's like super edited and you know engaging. This one we kind of taking it chill, and I'm going to be answering some questions that are gonna help you know who I am, basically. That's right. We're doing a lore video. No fucking way. Don't mind whatever I choose for the background stuff. This is pre-recorded, so I don't know what I'm gonna use as a chill or kind of in the background, but it's probably dope. Alright, let's get it started. So yeah, I'm SrBurrito, also known as Alejandro. That's my actual name. I won't give out my last name, but that's my first name. I'm kind of wondering what you guys thought it would have been. Probably like something completely different. If you guys want to leave what you thought my name was in the comments, you can. I'd love to see how many people thought what my name was. But yeah, I came up with SrBurrito basically like this. Okay, so the Sir part comes from, I don't know, I just like the name Sir in names. It makes them sound cool, important, kind of like that. And then the burrito part basically comes from my heritage. So I am half Hispanic and half Native American. To all those people who thought the burrito is because I love burritos, don't get me wrong. Burritos are pretty good, but they're not like all-time favorite. So yeah, that's pretty much how I came up with SrBurrito. I like this name Sir and burritos from Hispanic culture, and then I was like, boom. I did go through quite a lot of changes. I think I had like 3 different names before I came up with SrBurrito. But you know, those names are important. I come from Oregon, which is surprising. I haven't seen too many Oregon content creators. I feel like they just don't exist. They're mainly from like Texas or the east side of the US. So yeah, I'm from Oregon. Oregon gang rise up. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, pretty much living here is if you don't know or you're not from Oregon, just a bunch of mountains, trees, and nature. That's pretty much it. There's not a lot of crazy things. I mean, there are probably some crazy things to do in Oregon. I just haven't uh tried to go to any of them yet. I do plan on trying at least some of the crazy places here in Oregon. But yeah, living in Oregon it's it's pretty much just you either go hiking, fishing, camping, and that's pretty much the big 3. And now I love 2 of them. I love fishing. I love fishing, bro. You don't understand. And I mean, camping. When I was little, I really loved camping. I mean, I still kind of do love camping, but not as much. But if someone said, "Hey, we're going on a 3-day camping and fishing trip," I'd be like, "Alright, everybody, you probably won't see me for 3 days. I'll probably have like a video scheduled, but that's about it." I'll be out there fishing. Uh, and the way I started YouTube was basically when I was little. I loved watching like Smosh, Vanos, and those guys. And there was other creators, but like if I were to sit here and list all of them, we'd be here a while. But those are like the big two that I grew up watching. And yeah, I love the fact that like every time they uploaded, they brought a smile to my face, and that's kind of what I wanted to do for other people. Is every time I upload, if you are like in a bad mood or feeling down, you just watch one of my videos, be like, oh my god, I'm so much happier. I'm so much smarter too, because you know, don't do what I do, basically. But yeah, that's pretty much how I started my YouTube channel. I saw what those guys were doing, and I'm like, hey, I want to do that. And then, you know, here I am trying to grow my audience, like all the great people before me. And yeah, it's been a journey, let me tell you. Been ups and downs, but it has been fun. And then if you guys are wondering, I have like a little list I'm reading here. So I'm kind of just like, you know, crossing them off as I go. So if it sounds like I'm reading a script, I am. Guilty as charged. But day in the life of me basically is I wake up, I take my medicine that I have to take on the daily for schizophrenia and my ADHD. Then I get up, you know, I don't eat anything in breakfast time. I don't know. I'm normally not hungry in the morning, so I don't normally eat breakfast. But I do eat lunch and dinner, and I normally get up, and if there's a video I have to edit, I start editing that. Then I take a break around lunchtime, eat lunch, you know, watch YouTube while I eat, because who can't watch YouTube, or who can't watch YouTube and not eat? Like, come on. Those two things are basically the same thing. And then after I'm done doing that, I either go back to editing, or I hit up one of the homies and be like, hey, you want to stream together? And then we stream together. We play pretty much whatever we feel like playing. And then I'll do that for like 4 hours ish, maybe, depending on how we feel. We might go longer. But once we're done with that, I go back to editing that video, and then I normally get it done that day. That's if my ADHD lets me. And if I do get the video done that day, and then towards the nighttime, I edit shorts, which I haven't been doing. I need to get back to doing YouTube shorts and posting on TikTok. I've been slacking. Forgive me. But yeah, that's pretty much what I do throughout my entire day. Oh yeah, and eat dinner, obviously. I forgot about that. And yeah, that's pretty much the day. That's pretty much my day summed up as fast as possible. There is a question here that says, what motivates you when you feel stuck? Honestly, it depends, really, because sometimes I get really big burst of creativity where I'm like, oh, okay, this goes, you know, I have to do this, and this. Sometimes I get like a really big burst of it. Normally it happens at nighttime, so sometimes I stay up all night editing a video, and it turns out pretty good, in my opinion. You know, YouTube sometimes doesn't like it, but in my eyes, I see that it turns out pretty good. But yeah, what motivates me is just being able to post and make somebody's day brighter. That kind of motivates me to get some of my videos done, but like sometimes I don't have any motivation, and I'm just like, I don't want to sit down and edit. I don't want to sit down and stream. Sometimes I push through it. Sometimes it gets the better of me and I just don't do it. So, you know, I'm only human. And then that leads me on to my other topic of my greatest achievements. I would honestly have to say, for right now, hitting the 100 subscriber mark. Honestly, for a while, I thought it wouldn't even be possible. I would sit there and be like, who in the right mind, 100 people would sit down and be like, you know what, this guy's funny, let's subscribe. But we eventually did it. I was super excited when it happened. I didn't like make a crazy video on it. I probably should have, but I was just too excited. I was like, hey, look, 100 people thought I was funny. So yeah, I'd have to say for right now that's my biggest achievement. Here's for 500. It's a pretty large jump, but I believe we can get there. Let's see what else we got here. What's my favorite movie, show, or song right now? Honestly, it might sound weird, but I don't really watch that much movies, honestly, or TV shows. Now, the songs, it's whatever I hear that's super catchy. I'll play it for like a week straight, just that song only, and then I get sick and tired of it. That's pretty much how me listening to music is. But if I'm listening with a group of people, I'll just hit shuffle and just let it go. But if I'm alone by myself, I'll just play one song until I get super sick of it, and then I move on to the next song, and then, you know, the cycle repeats itself. So yeah, that's pretty much how listening to music goes for me. I just play one song until I beat the shit out of it. I think that has to do with the ADHD. I think that's what, if I remember correctly, that's what they said, that like, oh, ADHD people play like one song for like a week straight, and then they get sick and tired of it, and then they move on to the next one. Let's see what else we got here. If I could travel anywhere in the world, where would I go? Probably Spain. I always wanted to visit Spain for some reason. Don't ask me why. I was just like, that place looks cool, I want to visit there. My second option would probably be, where else would I like to go? Japan would be pretty cool to visit. I think that's it, really. I don't really go out anywhere because of how introverted I am. So I'm gonna have to schedule a date for visiting those places when I have the mental strength to do it. Because if I go when I don't have mental strength, I will not enjoy it at all. I don't know, just being around people and large crowds it just drains my battery. So like, I can go from 100 to 0 within like 10 minutes if I'm in a large crowd. So I normally don't go even grocery shopping. Oh my god, bro, grocery shopping is a nightmare for me, because there's always those people who like stand way too close to you when you're shopping. Like when you're in line to, you know, scan your groceries, there's always that one person who stands too close to you from behind. I hate when people do that, bro. I just get super anxious and I can't, my brain just goes into overload. I hate it. What else? What's my biggest fear? I would have to say deep bodies of water. If you ever see me play Subnautica, oh my, I don't have panic attacks, but I do. If I had a heart rate monitor on, it'd probably be in the hundreds. I do not like deep bodies of water, like, at all. Like, honestly, swimming in is like the worst. If I'm on a boat fishing, I'm fine, which is weird. I don't like, because I'm concentrating on something I really love doing. So I guess my brain blocks that out. But if I'm like swimming or playing a game where it's like deep bodies water, hell no. I'm surprised I don't like freeze and like have to like alt tab out of the game. Sometimes I feel like doing it, but not all the time. What's the one thing I learned the hard way? I would have to say doing YouTube. Doing YouTube, I had to learn the hard way of like not everyone's gonna love what you do. Numbers don't matter. Honestly, that's like a big thing, is don't focus on the numbers, because I did that like my first year of doing YouTube, and I would sit there and be like super sad that like my videos aren't getting like boosted up like everyone else's. But I did learn the hard way that, you know, you don't always look at those numbers. Honestly, just pretend like they don't exist. That's like the big thing I had to learn. And that some people just don't like what you post online, which is, you know, it's gonna happen. Nobody is gonna love everything you do. Sometimes I post something that everyone hates and I only get like 2 views on the video. So dealing with that is a whole different thing. But yeah, I guess to close out, what advice would you give someone watching who wants to start something new? Go for it. Honestly, I wish I could have started sooner doing the whole YouTube thing, but I'm glad I started when I did. I met some new people. I met some amazing people, actually. Became friends with the majority of them. I still play games with like the 3 same people. And they're fucking hilarious to be around. I would say, yeah, don't give up. Like I said earlier, don't always focus on the numbers. Just pretend like they don't exist, because if you get hooked up on those numbers, you'll drive yourself insane. And what else? I would say, if you have an idea, just do it. See how it goes. Honestly, I suffer hard with that. Of basically, I have an idea, I want to post it on YouTube, but then like I get inside my head of like, oh, will they really actually love this? Is this idea just stupid? But yeah, if you have an idea, do it. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's legal, obviously. that's a big factor. But yeah, this has been my TED Talk. Thank you for coming. A little lore video for you. I know it's different than what I normally post, but you know, it's something I wanted to try out. But if you guys have any questions that I didn't answer in this YouTube video, feel free to comment them down below. I'll try to get to them. I might make a part 2 of your questions plus more, depending on how well this video does. And yeah, hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Alright, deuces.